Hello everyone, and welcome to my CBS Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will hits Dylan with his motorcycle? Remy's covert relationship is also exposed. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Melissa Dillon's attempt to persuade Katie Logan Spencer of her intentions was a complete failure. Katie wasn't having it, even though she had publicly declared her love for Will Spencer and praised the Spencer family. Katie is on high alert, and viewers understand why the Spencer family is in guard mode. With a fairly straightforward narrative, Dylan ran down Luna Nozawa. Was that accurate, though? Given what viewers have discovered, it seems sense to pose the same query that Katie did, and she effectively addressed Melissa, as she referred to her. The form of a rectangular romantic drama has been enlarged. Dylan's eyes for Will were familiar to R.J. Forrester. However, Electra Forrester anticipated what would happen when her boyfriend at the time showed sympathy for the jobless art instructor. It was kind of him to let Dylan move into his beach house. Electra had a proximity issue because she lived above his garage. Electra took Dylan's warning seriously. At that point, RJ kept trying to make Grace's character realize that Will wasn't the right fit for her. One may argue that Remy Price is a poor soul. After going via a difficult period in recent months, he feels that he put in the necessary effort to be given another shot. Deke Sharp has no desire to interact with Remy. After learning about his past, he can't be blamed. However, Electra is unaware of Remy's connection to Dylan. That will therefore undoubtedly decrease in the near future, either directly or as a result of Katie's perseverance. That will provide even another justification for the end of their friendship. Katie had a gut feeling that Dylan was keeping something from her. Fans are now questioning whether the Remy secret is all there is to it or if a darker, more profound secret is in the works. Katie will undoubtedly let Bill Spencer know that she has met Will's possible love interest. A stalker plot would become monotonous if it were repeated. Hopefully, the writers of B&B aren't guiding viewers down that dangerous path during the day. Will no longer has perspective and is unsure of the direction his formerly lovely life is taking. Although Luna's unintentional death seems to have freed him, it's possible that he was instead transferred into a similar or even darker destiny. Luna claimed that Dylan hit her due to distracted driving. It is impossible to recreate such situation in a believable manner. However, Will can easily hit someone when riding his bike carelessly. If Dylan is alive, everything is different. Finn strikes a deal with Sheila, and Hope is replaced by Electra. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, R.J. Forrester will know who should take Hope Logan Spencer's place now that she is no longer with Hope for the future. Additionally, John Finn Finnegan will attempt to reach an agreement with Sheila Carter. Finn is understandably in a panic since Sheila discovered his travel information and ended up sitting next to him. Finn doesn't want Sheila to interrupt the celebration because it was meant to be Finn and Steffi Forrester Finnegan's opportunity to spend some romantic time together in Monaco. As their flight begins, Finn will attempt to haggle with Sheila even though it's too late for her to get off the aircraft. Finn will point out that if Sheila unexpectedly walks up, it would further exacerbate the situation with Steffi. Finn will therefore believe that Sheila's most recent move should be kept a secret. After they land, Finn will advise Sheila to take a plane home, and in return, he will promise not to inform Steffi about any of this. But according to B&B teasers, Finn won't be able to keep Sheila and Steffi apart in Monaco. Keep an eye out for all the exciting situations that will occur over the week of. Steffi will be occupied with work in the interim. Steffi, Ridge, and Brooke Logan Forrester will try their hardest to gain an international boost because the main goal of this trip to Monaco is to strengthen Forrester creations in the European market. Before inspiration strikes, Electra Forrester will showcase a special gown for RJ back in Los Angeles. RJ will present the proposal on Monday's show because he believes Electra would be the ideal face and visionary for Forrester's upcoming youth range. RJ will highlight Electra's talent and attractiveness even though she may be unsure if she's the proper fit. RJ would believe that Electra should be the one to assist Forrester replace Hope for the future with something new. Stay tuned to the CBS soap opera because spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Elektra may soon reveal some significant news. Plans to ensure future inheritance and Dylan's pregnancy plot. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Melissa Dillon may have portrayed herself as a diligent worker who has just experienced hardship. But it appears that the show is turning her into nothing more than a gold digger, and Katie Logan Spencer intends to demonstrate that. Before it's too late, will Katie stop Dylan? Well, Spencer has been persuaded by Elektra Forrester that Dylan has targeted them in order to obtain the Spencer family's assets. It appears that Dylan will now be determined to conceive in order to maintain her relationship with Will. Dylan has been observed looking into the Spencer family, after all. Elektra might have a point, but by not supporting her partner and letting the Forrester family stand in the way of her and Will, she is making things extremely simple. Ultimately, Elektra believes that her job is the reason she owes the Forresters, as if she couldn't create jewelry for someone else. Will Elektra ever realize her mistake? Since his return, RJ has been desperate to get Elektra into his life and into his bed, let's face it. Since all of this has occurred, RJ Forrester has also maintained a close friendship with Dylan. Is RJ involved in Dylan's scheme to become pregnant by Will? Could RJ have been involved in the planning of this, given his clear obsession with Elektra? RJ's friendship with Elektra and his cousin make him extremely envious. Luna Nozawa, who was infatuated with Will before to Dylan's alleged murder of her, also utilized RJ. After Luna's passing, did RJ and Dylan plan the entire thing? Is it possible that RJ was the one who initially brought Dylan to town and chose to keep it a secret? Dylan is adamant on fitting in with the Spencer family, and it appears that Katie is successful in her endeavors. Katie is determined to uncover information that will remove Dylan from Will's life, and she has already warned Dylan that she is not pleased with her and her behavior. Will Elektra and Katie work together to get rid of Dylan? It's possible that Katie will hire someone to look into Dylan and her intentions for Will. Katie might need Elektra to learn everything Dylan has to give up. Will Elektra be crucial in rescuing Will from his worst nightmare, or will Katie be the only one to expose Dylan? Will Dylan be able to conceive before the truth is revealed? Steffi's hope, Deacon's romantic surprise, and Sheila's crash. This is a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. Sheila Carter caused John Finnegan's flight to crash in today's episode. Steffi Forrester Finnegan, meanwhile, was full of optimism. Deacon Sharp also prepared for his relationship's next phase. Finn apologizes to Steffi over the phone for missing the flight. He was summoned to do surgery. The next flight will go to him. When Lee Finnegan enters, she offers to buy him an airline ticket. Finn clarifies that Taylor Hayes is the father of Hayes Forrester Finnegan. Finn visits a patient to see how they are doing. Lee makes a flight reservation over the phone. Sheila arrives carrying coffee. The woman requests that Lee speak with Finn on her behalf. Lee clarifies that they had both had multiple conversations with Finn. Sheila should just give up and move on. Sheila is not going to give up. Lee reports that Finn is traveling to Monaco today to spend time with Steffi. Lee exits to help the trauma team. Sheila examines the computer while she is by herself at Finn's office. The booking details remain visible on the screen. Finn and Lee go back to the office after Sheila leaves. Finn has to catch a flight, Lee says. Taylor and Deacon talk about Monaco and Steffi at the Cliff House. Deacon wants to maximize the children's alone time while they are at camp. Deacon advises that in order to keep Sheila out, the doors should be double-locked. They discuss the matter with Steffi and Sheila. Steffi was so worried about Sheila that she nearly couldn't leave the children behind. Taylor is confident that Sheila would never hurt the kids. They both say it's difficult to love Sheila. Sheila moved aside so they could be together, according to Deacon. Taylor acknowledges that she has also witnessed Sheila's positive aspects. But Steffi hasn't. Steffi has been persuaded to see by Taylor and Finn, but she is unable to do so. From a hotel near Monaco, Steffi sends Taylor an SMS. Deacon and Taylor eventually make out. Finn texts Steffi as soon as he boards the plane. The woman phones her husband. She is eager for Finn to arrive. Sheila is seated next to Finn when he hangs up and turns around. Finn orders her to exit the aircraft right away. "It's too late," she adds, "and this will be enjoyable." Oh my God. What do you think Finn will do next? Will he have to share his unexpected friend with Steffi? Will's nightmare of drunk driving, will he make it through the repercussions? According to spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful, Will Spencer may be on a downward spiral after losing Electra Forrester and his hopes for a future together. Is there a chance that Will's deteriorating drinking habits will result in a catastrophic accident? Will has resorted to drink as a coping mechanism ever since Electra made it apparent that their reunion was not possible. Will has found it difficult to accept the possibility that Electra may actually be done with him. After the mayhem at the bikini bar, he was drinking when Melissa Dillon stopped by to console him. When Deke Sharp visited him more recently to check on him, he saw Will drinking during the day. Will's reliance on booze to go through this difficult period makes it clear how easily he could develop a habit of dependency. If this pattern persists, Will might be about to have a compelling alcoholism plot. Of course, we may imagine this story building to a dramatic conclusion in which Will makes a decision he may come to regret. Will's possible risks have been discussed extensively, but what if he starts to pose a concern while driving? Imagine this: one fateful night, Will tries to drive after a few too many beers or shots of whiskey, believing he is sober. If he causes a drunk driving accident, the repercussions could be catastrophic and result in a moment of deep sorrow that could alter everything. Such circumstances can quickly turn into a cover-up, especially if Bill Spencer learns the truth and tries to protect Will from the consequences. But ultimately, the truth tends to come to light, which might put Will in a risky legal position. However, Will may suffer instant repercussions if he is hurt with someone else. Every now and then, The Bold and the Beautiful likes to incorporate dramatic medical stories. Therefore, it's quite feasible that one of these compelling plots in the future could be sparked by a dramatic drunk driving incident. Is there going to be a hospital crisis at some point? Will's drinking will be used in the show to set up a major error and some terrible news? It wouldn't be the first time, since Ridge Forrester witnessed and carried out the death of Steffi Forrester's twin in an automobile accident. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Will's suffering will worsen now that Electra is upset over his developing relationship with Dylan. Keep an eye out to see whether he drinks more and causes mayhem. Raising a Spencer baby gets RJ Forrester stuck. According to teasers for Bold and the Beautiful, RJ Forrester is determined to imprison Electra Forrester. RJ may even be preparing an unexpected proposal, according to rumors. Is the Forrester prince in over his head, though? Here are the next events on Bold and Beautiful. Continue reading for more information. On the daytime soap opera, RJ Forrester has been eagerly awaiting Electra Forrester's single status. Spoilers indicate that everything is going well for the prospective couple. Being a chip off the old block, RJ is likely to wow her with an extravagant demonstration of his affection. However, if Electra responds in the affirmative, he may receive a little more than he anticipated. What happens if his future wife is already carrying the child of his adversary? Forresters and Spencers don't get along, as The Bold and the Beautiful has repeatedly shown. Therefore, it will be a thing if a Forrester man is forced to raise a Spencer child. Last month, Electra and Will were consummating their love in every room of the beach house. There is a very strong possibility that she is pregnant but is unaware of it. We might have a Who's the Baby Daddy plot for the next 9 months if she signs a contract with RJ Forrester. Naturally, Electra might also commit a heinous deception by claiming that Will Spencer's child is actually RJ Forrester's. If it turns out that Electra is carrying Will's child, do you think RJ will still want to be with her?